9:06 our time. Little thunder boomers outside our window right now. We got some rain. We got some lightning. It's going to be okay because the bad stuff doesn't hit till about 4 o'clock this afternoon, maybe later. 4, 5, 6. We shall see, depending on what part of the state you're in. We do have a big signal. Anyway, rain is happening. And then probably again tomorrow night, we'll wake up to cool and dry. The high tomorrow is only going to be, 78? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, by the way, Thursday, 72.
That'll feel really good.
Today we're getting up to 80 and moist, obviously, so be prepared for it. You're listening to Dixon Dividing on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. It is the 28th of April of 2026. We very much appreciate you dropping by for a visit. ProLift Garage Doors at 286-9727. These are the guys that are going to fix your garage door, or better yet, sell you a new one. Why would I want a new garage door, Richard? Mine is working just fine. Is it? Have you looked at it from the outside? Have you really looked at it the way other people look at it? Is it filthy? Is it dented? Is it bent? Is there broken glass? Maybe it's time you do something about that. Get yourself a new garage door. Something that's a different color. Something that's a different style. Something that would change the look and feel of your home completely. Get something insulated. So during the summer months when you're in the garage, you're staying cool. And then in the winter months, you're staying warm while you're doing the honey-do list in there. Just an idea. You can contact ProLift Garage Doors and tell them all about it. 286-9727. Mike, the top dog over there, locally owned and operated, going to take great care of you. He's always done it for me. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727. Find them online at proliftdoors.com. That's all you need to know. proliftdoors.com.
It's Steve's turn.
So it was 1 week ago today, exactly, in this exact time spot, that I put an open letter out to the city of Pelham, asking them to fix the lights at County Highway 52 and Huntley Parkway.
And
it was kind of fun because we had a whole lot of response. I mean, we were talking about it after the fact, and we had a bunch of people texting us back, including one person who actually said, I agree with you, but hey, let's not go ahead and just flood the city of Pelham with like 1,000 phone calls. And then he even sent a picture before we got off the air. And it showed that there were guys that were at the intersection, at the box, working on it. And it's still not fixed. What
Really?
the heck did you guys do? Look in the box and go, yep, it's wiring. Okay, let's go. It still
Not
isn't
working.
fixed. Mm-hmm. And again, I get this. You know, sometimes it's hard to do it, and I get it's probably not going to be fixed today because it's in the rain. All right, I understand that. But why in the world am I going to have to get stopped for no reason whatsoever and have to watch this thing cycle through every single possible iteration before it gets back around to me? That's a waste of my gas. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks for nothing. Have you checked the price of gas lately?
hey, listen, at the bottom of the hill, yesterday morning, yesterday it was, Steve wasn't here. The light was flashing red one way and yellow the other. And I was like, oh, they must have, something happened here. So I got to the light, stopped, and then went through. There was no traffic. Today it's working. But guess what it's not doing today?
Uh-oh.
That's right.
It's not quickly getting triggered on the turns.
It used to trigger, and you could go, 30 seconds probably, and then you go through it. Turns green, and you go through it. Didn't do that
Now
this
it's on
morning.
timing. I hate that.
It got, something glitched it, and so I guess somebody has to set it so that it gets tripped, and now it's back to its old thing. So you got to sit there and sit there and sit there. And you don't dare run that light with Homewood Police right across the street.
Although I will say
Absolutely
this to the leadership of the city of Homewood, I've seen more than one of your police officers run it.
Yeah, well, they got places to go, Steve. They got arrests to make.
Yeah, we got to run
There's
quickly.
that hot
and,
coffee down at Hardee's. You got to hurry up
exactly.
and get.
We got to run quickly and turn in my timesheet, and I got to go home.
But I was so mad this morning because I was thinking about you, and I can't believe you did that. Steve's turn on that today, because I was like, here we're living it again. We went through months of that light at the bottom of the hill working great.
Oh yeah,
Finally.
it was fantastic.
And now
Now
we're back. We're back
yeah.
to the old
Sit,
way.
wait.
For nothing. It's just you there.
Exactly.
There's nothing.
I'm not doing anything. There's nobody
no one
coming.
no
I don't
one
see
coming.
headlights for miles.
These first world problems, aren't they just the worst?
But it's the problem is it's not just those two areas. As I mentioned last week, can we make a law that states if you have lights connected to sensors in the roadway, can you make sure that they're connected to those sensors and using them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Because I've seen more than one intersection. One of them was notoriously in Alabaster in front of the old police department, that between midnight and about 5 a.m., it just suddenly went to timing for no purpose whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Stop it!
You would sit and wait for a lifetime, basically. And there were a few other lights around here. You know, I'll give you one that is absolutely the worst. Probably worse than either of the two that you guys are talking about. And that is right there by Pazzo's on Highway 31 in Hoover.
In front of the Cadillac dealership.
In front of the
I know
Cadillac
that one.
dealership, yeah.
Yeah.
If you are on that side road and you're trying to get on to 31, or if you're trying to take a left, a right isn't as bad, but if you've got cars in front of you that aren't going right, you don't have a choice. You will sit there through lunch waiting for that light to change, and that is not an exaggeration. It is crazy how long it takes. And then when it finally does go,
It doesn't let very many cars go
no,
through.
it's
Yeah.
like it's
like
20
2
seconds,
seconds
It's
and all of a
crazy.
sudden, boom.
And part of the problem is we now are in a society where people bury their heads in their phones at stoplights.
and they've
Yeah.
missed it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So when the
that-
light, so
8 cars could have gone through.
I am at the point now where when the light changes, if I don't get action within a second, I'm going to lean on the horn. I'm going to give you a little toot, you know?
Well, and the one by Jim and Nick's does the same thing. If you don't get on it and get out there,
Oh, my gosh.
people will sit there and you're like, literally 5 cars on average
Mm-hmm.
will get through.
Maybe.
And then it sometimes gets backed up where you can't make a left. And
Right. Oh,
you
it's
get-
terrible. Those two, the timing on those need to be worked
it's
out
bad.
completely. It's
Yeah.
such a mess. But then again, that entire intersection has been a mess.
So
for a long
basically, to
time.
every municipality in the state, fix your lights.
Come on.
For the love.
You make
fix
it
the
as
lights.
crazy, why don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be raining. You know, oh, it is raining. Never mind. I see how things are now. Yeah, the one at the bottom of the hill is particularly interesting.
Well, you guys
because of the-
wait and see. And us talking about it isn't going to change anything. But wait and see. Because it was perfect last week. It's been perfect for months. And I was like, yes, this is fantastic. Now, I don't know with the police department down there, they may go, look, the light is not being triggered. Could somebody, maybe their help, them being right there at that light, that would help us.
I don't think they care.
They may.
don't have
They
to
just
care.
go through it.
That's right. They got
Yeah.
the black and whites.
I don't know.
They're good to go.
But I was like, oh no, we're going to go through this all over again. How many months? So here we go. Oh, well.
It
It's
could be.
just life.
There are worse things in
Yeah,
the
there
world
are.
out there.
There are.
Donald Trump is going to be welcoming the King and Queen to the White House in just a few minutes here. They're having, I guess, at 10 a.m.
More
our
tea?
time. Well,
Had tea yesterday.
It's an official welcoming ceremony, which is like, they've been here for 24 hours. What are you doing? They got here. They had tea.
They hugged. They shook hands.
yeah.
Hello. Come on in.
They went and checked into the Trump
So what's
Hotel.
ne-
I don't know where they're staying. It's got to be someplace nice, though, doesn't it?
You would think.
You're talking about the King and Queen.
Are they
of
staying at
England?
the White House?
I doubt it, because that's not really terribly nice. I mean, Trump himself called it a dump.
Well, maybe he'll fix that after the ballroom.
Maybe he will.
His last year
Maybe
in
he
office or something.
And
knows?
amazing how much Clinton rented out the Lincoln bedroom.
The Lincoln bedroom, exactly. I suspect that the King and Queen are probably staying someplace really high dollar, like
what?
Motel 6. What do you think?
Super 8.
Super 8, even better. Nicer place.
And you wonder, what their accommodations at home look like. Do they look like what's in the White House, or is it something totally different? We don't know.
Well, like I said, they have multiple palaces.
Sure.
Should be kind of a tip.
Palace sounds pretty, but you don't know what's in there. We don't know what it looks like.
No, you're right. I've never been inside.
It could be
their
garbage.
Palace. You think they have garbage in their palace?
I'm just
Could
saying.
look like Donald
look
Trump
like
said the White
the
House
White
did.
House.
It could look like a dump.
Yeah.
It could.
And that way they might be really comfortable if they stayed there. It'd be just like staying at home.
In the White House?
Yeah.
I don't know. Trump is right. The White House living quarters have been falling apart forever.
Why are we allowing that?
I don't know. Nobody ever really does anything about it. They know they're there temporarily.
Yeah, last time it was really redone was about a century ago or something like that. Or not quite.
No, I think
Was it Eisenhower administration or Truman, somewhere in that area?
yeah, somebody redid it between then and now too, and I don't know if it was Clinton or if it was Nixon. No, it wasn't Nixon. It wasn't Ford. I don't know. Anyway, I know that they've done a little bit of work in it, but it really is. It's it's basically falling apart. Is the problem? It was built in the 1800s.
Sure, but it's the White House.
Yeah.
Why can't we renovate it and fix it?
You would think,
Come on.
but they took all the money and they're using it to renovate the Fed. That's the problem. $4 billion to renovate the Federal Reserve. There's no money left for the White House. The money is more comfortable than you are. Mr. Boggs, MRBUGGS, when you need somebody to come out and treat your mosquito problem These are the guys that I trust. I never would have believed it, but they have managed to create a mosquito reduction system that really does the job for me. And I am so thankful because it's not expensive, and it's nice to have that in my life that I can now go outside and spend copious hours outside and not worry about being eaten alive because Mr. Bugs is taking great care of me. They also handle my termite bonding, my pest control. Don't have any pests inside the house, don't have any small rodents, nothing like that. These are the guys that are going to take great care of you from start to finish, top to bottom, once a month, once every other month, once every 3 months, however often you want. Go ahead, get everything I just mentioned, bundle it all together, and pay one low price. It's Mr. Bugs to you, MRBUGGS.com, MrBugs.com, 9416252. They know what bugs you. These guys are on tour with, oh gosh, is it Orleans that's doing the last time around thing? Orleans or Player, I don't remember. It's either Dance With Me or Baby Come Back. I'm not sure. It's a yacht rock tour.
Yes, it is definitely yacht rock.
921 Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, talk1995.com. Don't forget about our big 10-year anniversary.
Coming up.
They got the Jawbone Jam happening on the 15th of May. It's Iron City. It's 3 big bands, Cattle, Stone Horses, and the big one, Brother Kane. Very excited about having them on a Friday night. Brought to you by the Knowles Group. These guys are instrumental in helping us put on shows like this. And then, of course, we have we've got some swag we're going to be handing out.
Got some
with any
T-shirts.
luck.
Yeah, some anniversary T-shirts.
Very cool. Save one for me, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Aqua Systems and Blakely's Bouquet also helping us do this thing. Now, you got to call and get yourself some tickets. Call. You can go to ironcitybehem.com.
Or Ticketmaster.
Or Ticketmaster.com. Don't call anybody. There's no calling involved.
No.
There's
Well, you
people
can
just
try.
call
I don't know that anyone will answer.
Yeah. No.
Maybe Sam in India will
Yeah.
Take your ticket.
Hello,
order.
I would like to take your ticket order, please. What can I do for you? My name is Phil.
Yeah, but don't
It's
wait,
not.
y'all. Get your tickets because this is a Friday night, May 15th at Iron City, and we're under 3 weeks now, like 2.5 weeks, and we're going to be all together
Yep.
at Iron City. And listen to this, Brother Kane from the Birmingham area. This band is fantastic.
Yep.
Stone Horses, another great band, and Cattle with a brand new album. And so this is going to be a big night, going to be a lot of fun.
All
Purchase your tickets.
Of your favorite Talk 99.5 hosts. And,
We'll all be there.
Yeah, and John Burke.
And thank you so
So-
much to Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group,
Yes, Steve.
presenting sponsor.
All right, so you asked who they were touring with.
Mm-hmm.
They are touring with Orleans,
Okay.
along with Firefall
Firefall, that's who it is.
and Pure Prairie League,
Ooh,
Wow, I would
and
like
select dates with Jefferson Starship.
Ah,
Wowzer.
man.
Okay.
Coming to Birmingham anywhere near? Maybe? No?
I
Anyone?
have to look
Bueller?
that up. Don't know.
God, that
I'll
would be-
check.
ARS has got like one original member.
Yeah, that's true.
So the rest
When
the
you
rest
start-
of these groups are probably about the same. What am I even talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't know. You know, as long as the music sounds good, that's all I really care
Right.
about. I don't care.
Get up, dance a little bit.
Yeah.
No, they're not coming to Birmingham, but they will be in Meridian, Mississippi on June 4th, and the next night in Montgomery.
Aha.
They're not, well, that's not too far.
Aha.
If you wanted to see them.
And then the night after that, they'll be in Peachtree City, Georgia.
There we go.
Hmm.
Been there
That's not far away. We could do that.
a couple hours.
Granger Thaggart Auction Marketing gave you some wrong information yesterday, but that's because they gave me wrong information. This auction that is taking place, it is a live real estate auction May the 7th at 1 p.m. I originally told you it was about 1.3 acres. It's actually 2.3 acres. Yeah, much better. Plus, former bank with a vault on that piece of property, lobby, executive offices, extra land for future build-out. It's Zone C1. Beautiful pictures available online at gtauctions.com, and terms and details are there as well, so you can find out what is it going to take to bid on this piece of property. Maybe I'd like to turn it into a package store, or maybe I'll turn it into some office space or inside and outside storage. Whatever you want to do, it's yours to do with as you please if you win that bidding war. It is a high-traffic area. It's at the corner of an Pinson Valley Parkway and Red Hollow Road. So there is a lot of traffic that comes through this area. Trust me on this. I know because I drive it pretty much every single day. Granger Thaggart Auction Marketing, gtauctions.com, gtauctions.com to find out more about this particular sale, which is coming up on May the 7th. That is a week from Thursday. I don't know how I feel about this. Melania Trump blasting Jimmy Kimmel over his hateful monologue, which he pretended that he was hosting the White House Correspondents' Dinner and said, you know, these are like jokes that I would do, and he had canned laughter and all that stuff. And one of them was, oh, you have the glow of, you're looking beautiful, Melania, you have the glow of an expectant widow. And people were like, oh, that's just horrible, that's just wrong. Look, as a person who's been known to drop a tasteless joke or two myself, I'm not sure that I'm in any position to judge what is acceptable or what is not acceptable. The people at ABC will decide whether or not they want to keep Jimmy Kimmel on. You can decide whether or not you want to watch him if you're upset by that. His explanation is that He was talking about the difference in age. Donald Trump is 80. Melania is significantly younger. I don't know how young she is, but she's nowhere near 80. So, he said, I was just saying there's a big age difference here, and he's going to be dead well before she is. And that was the only thing. It had nothing to do with an assassination attempt, and nor was I aiming for an assassination attempt or hoping for an assassination attempt or anything of that nature. People just love to lose their minds over almost anything, and they want to cancel everybody all the time. My way of canceling stuff is I just don't watch Jimmy
That's
Kimmel.
exactly right.
He hasn't been funny in years.
No, and that does make sense. I mean, it makes more sense. I don't know if he had time to think about it and was like, well, this is what I'll say, that I wasn't talking about assassinations. I was talking about the age difference. That in itself, yeah, okay, I get that. That's kind of funny. And maybe with this gunman coming into this hotel, all of the timing and everything of it was just absolutely terrible.
Sure.
I mean, again, if he's talking about the age thing, okay, that go ahead and make a joke. But the timing was absolutely awful, and the fact that this president, prior to Saturday night, had already 2 times been attempted assassinations on his life.
Dodged a bullet, so to speak.
He literally did.
Yeah.
So, again, all right, Kimmel.
Look,
And I said this to you off air. I was like, this guy's already been through it one time where he almost was done with his entire nighttime gig, almost done. And they brought him back. And at some point, let's carry on with your jokes. We get that. But, careful where you step. Let's not get into that situation again. And this was after what happened with Charlie Kirk. He's already done this with death and, assassinations and things like that and things that he's talked about. It's almost as if he stepped in the exact same arena again.
Yep.
So, right. And I think the best way to handle it is if you're not a fan of Jimmy Kimmel, don't watch him.
I do believe that he should go out of business for lack of business. That's what I'd like to see. And there are certainly always going to be enough people out there who watch him just for whatever reason. And maybe he stays on forever. But look, Stephen Colbert, he got canceled real hard. And it was CBS was like, dude, you're costing us $400 million a year. We can't do this any longer. $440 million. I don't know what it is. It's a lot. It's costing a lot of money.
It just, we refer sometimes back to, Johnny Carson, and we refer back to some of the other nighttime comedians. It just seems like just all the jokes are they're just mean and really hateful. They're not even funny. They're attacking.
Yep.
And Johnny Carson would poke fun at both sides. I mean, some of these other late night comics would poke side at both candidates, but it's like, whether you're Democrat or Republican, now it's just like vicious.
Yep.
And I think that this might fall into the category where, it's just kind of not funny.
You decided to stop being a comedian and start being an advocate. And, like a lot of people stopped being journalists and started being advocates. Okay, that's your choice. It's my choice not to watch you. How about that? 50,000 Smart Bell dumbbells are being recalled from Walmart.
They're smart bells, but they're dumbbells.
Yeah. You can change the setting on them for how many poundage you have, I've seen these actually at the gym.
A lot of people have them.
Yeah, 115 people reported injuries. It's nice to know that I'm never going to actually risk that. That's no chance of that for me.
I was like, is this people that have pulled a muscle or something? What are we talking here?
I think they pinched themselves in the,
Pinched?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Oucha magoucha. The weight plates can dislodge from the handle. Yow. 9:36, Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Rainy Tuesday. And it's going to rain more a little bit later. Maybe even get some thunderstorms and a possible pop-up NATO. But you want to make sure that you have some means of getting alerts for the weather. It used to be, everybody had to have a weather radio. Now, your phone pretty much will do it for you.
Yeah,
which is nice.
You'll get an alert if it happens. Yeah, band of rain right now coming through Birmingham proper, here in central Alabama. That'll kind of move, and then we're going to get a little break, and then another round tonight, and then another round probably on Wednesday.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, we've got quite a bit of wet weather. When you talk about 3 inches of rain, that's a lot of rain. So this is kind of our round one right now.
3 big bands for one low price.
There you go.
3 big bands for one.
That sounds like Jawbone Jam.
Exactly. This is the weather Jawbone
Ticketmaster,
Jam.
yes. Beham, IronCityBeham.com.
Panera workers are slamming a new menu item as a huge waste as customers question its value. It is called a salad stuffer.
What?
A salad
stuffer.
Salad stuffer. What exactly is a salad stuffer, you axe?
Sure, I'll ask.
Well, you take a big old piece of Italian bread. You dig out the center of first you cut it in half, and then you dig out the center of it, okay? I'm not talking about a bread bowl here. I'm talking about like a sandwich roll.
All right.
And you dig out the inside of each side, and then you stuff salad down into it, and, with
Why?
the dressing and everything.
Why would you put lettuce
Because
in
it's there, Valerie.
And what do you do with all the
Lettuce.
bread that you scooped out?
You throw it away.
Oh,
Which
That
is
would be a
why
waste, yeah.
They're
You're
doing
saying
this
it's
all
a
wrong.
waste. It's a waste. And they say sometimes you make a lot of salad and it doesn't all fit in there, so you end up throwing that away too. It's a waste of money and it's a waste of food, and it's not a good value at all, and people are upset.
Well, can I just say that if you're making a sandwich that way that looks like it's a salad in a sandwich, usually you're eating a salad to avoid the bread.
Yeah, a lot of times you are.
You're not making a salad and putting it in like a Subway
Yeah,
roll
I agree.
thing.
This is for
it's
people
defeating
who...
or I guess if you're vegetarian, this
look,
would work. You like the bread and the lettuce and onions. And
personally, I
everything.
think these people just want to feel better about themselves. Like, look, I'm having a salad. Yes, stuffed in bread.
It doesn't. Yeah. Well, maybe they like salad and bread. They're trying to get it all done with one foul swoop.
Could be. Why not go ahead and put it between 2 glazed donuts? Really enjoy yourself. That's what I say.
That'd be delicious. I'll take some of that, please.
They're onto something there. Let's do that.
But I had a salad. I don't understand, Doc, why I'm gaining weight.
Mm.
Was it between two donuts? Yes.
What's your point?
I like the bread so much that I see this picture of the tray that has all the bread pieces.
Yeah, I'm like,
on
give me
it.
that. Put some
Yeah, just
garlic
take
butter
that,
on
yeah.
it.
Right, I'd like that.
Toast it up. Put some garlic butter. I'll take it.
I'll take it without
Don't throw that
toasting.
out.
What I'd like to do is just put a knife in some peanut butter and just kind of decorate each little piece as you
There
put
you
it in
go.
your mouth. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I see what they're saying. This is wasteful. I mean, if you want to load it up and give it to some birds or
Yeah.
ducks down at the pond,
Sure.
all right. Don't throw it out.
I find Duck's opinion of me is largely informed by whether or not I have bread. But you know what? We don't feel that
Very
way
true.
about the macaroni and cheese bread bowl, do we?
No.
They make one of those and nobody
Well-
bats an eye. They're all like, yeah, bring it. Mac and cheese bread bowl.
I still do kind of wonder what they did with the, what they did with the
For the
filling
inner-
around.
All carbs all the time.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
telling
know.
you, they need to, put some garlic butter or something on it. Give it to you. Why are they don't throw it away. Just give it to the customer
How
with something
dare
else
you.
on it.
How dare you keep my bread from me?
That's what they should do.
It's like donut holes.
Don't throw those out.
Trader Joe's has a class action lawsuit against it. Shoppers are saying that the coffee didn't deliver enough caffeine.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Apparently, they did a little research and found out it contains a lot less caffeine than normal coffee, and there is no sign on it. There's no something on the bag that says, by the way, this is really low in caffeine. So if you're drinking it expecting to wake you up, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Decaf, half calf, those are things that you actually have to label. The lawsuit says, whereas, if it's fully caffeinated, you don't label it. Well, they have something called French roast low acid coffee beans. And the fact that they're removing the acid from the coffee beans is probably taking some of the caffeine out.
oh, I'm sure.
But
Maybe
they're
they
not-
didn't think
probably
about
They're
that.
not saying so.
Maybe they
They
didn't
should
take it
say
into
so.
consideration.
They should say so. Plaintiffs are seeking damages from Trader Joe's, claiming that consumers rely on caffeine to get through the day. They also want the retailer to stop selling the product and end what they call deceptive advertising. You know what these people are? These people are cranky because they're not getting enough caffeine. That's what the problem is.
Yes. I mean, don't mess with people's caffeine.
They're just cranky.
You get a headache too. You just cut that out.
That's exactly right.
Like, why do I have this headache? I don't know. My coffee's not working. So,
Almond Joy has a first-of-its-kind treat hitting shelves right now. Remember we talked the other day about how they were coming out with their first-ever ice cream bar?
yes.
Well, now they actually have Almond Joy pints. Mm-hmm.
Do they now?
Ice
Do
cream.
they have the Mounds
pints.
ice cream?
They do not have Mounds.
Just Almond Joy.
Just have the Almond Joy.
What the heck is up with that?
They're coming up with a creamsicle as well and a strawberry shortcake version. It's all Breyers ice cream coming out with the Almond Joy. Knock yourself out. You like that coconut? I know where to get it. The ice cream aisle. Yum.
I would. I would like to see them come out with a Mounds ice cream.
I don't know why McDonald's doesn't learn their lesson. They have tried multiple times to go after Starbucks. First time was with McCafe. Remember? They were like, oh, we're going to have all these fruit beverages. We're going to call them McCafe. Then people will come here for their coffee instead of going to Starbucks. It didn't work.
No.
Then they said, well, what if we opened up some shops that really just focused on
Liquid.
liquids? They called it Cosmics, right? That lasted about 8 months. They shut them all down. They were like, never mind. Sorry. Our bad. Sorry. Won't happen again. Now they've decided they're going after it, and now they're just doing it in their regular restaurants like they did the first time. But this is like what they're breaking out. Strawberry watermelon refresher. Mango pineapple refresher. Sprite berry burst. Dirty Dr. Pepper. Orange dream. Blueberry passion fruit refresher. Just stop. Just stop it.
They all sound pretty good. What's
Yeah,
the dirty
okay.
Dr. Pepper? That's what I want to know.
That's Dr. Pepper and milk.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Or vanilla flavor?
Vanilla flavor topped with cold foam. You're
Sounds
welcome
like they're
to.
going after Smoothie King, not Starbucks.
Hey, they're going after everyone. McDonald's. They don't want any competition at all. They're
Look,
just
the
like,
orange-
That ship sailed.
Orange Dream is high C with vanilla flavor
Oh,
topped
just-
with cold foam.
just what we need.
High C.
Yeah, let's
I
get
didn't realize
ourselves.
High C was still being made.
Mm,
They
Oh,
still do
yeah.
Hawaiian Punch?
mm.
How'd you like a nice Hawaiian punch?
I bet they
Sure.
still do Hawaiian Punch. Here's a restaurant chain I do not recall. Maybe, I don't know. The Ground Round.
I remember it.
He dove right in.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I used to
that
go there fairly often, knew the bartender at the one in the Apple Blossom Mall in Winchester, Virginia.
Well, maybe that's why. See, I don't remember him here. The Ground Round?
I don't know as they've ever been here.
No.
Wow. Their signature dish was a hamburger steak that they either served as a sandwich or on a plate, with all the fixins. But they did have other stuff as well.
It was founded by Howard Johnson's.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
This is just a little different than Howard Johnson's. Howard Johnson's, when you think about it, really was a diner.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of ice cream.
A lot of ice cream.
I loved Howard Johnson's. Oh, man.
In that little metal bowl they would serve it, a silver metal bowl.
So good.
Right down to the orange roof on Howard
Yep.
Johnson's outhouse.
Exactly.
So good.
Bankruptcy in 2004 led to a rapid decline for the chain. It dwindled to only a couple of dozen locations in the early 2010s and as few as 4 when the brand was purchased by new owners in 2024. Now they are reopening, and they're actually going to come up with some new stuff. It's not just – they're still going to have the signature dish. But they're going to be doing like seafood and ribs, blackened chicken pasta, a few things like that. And they're going to see if they can get just to one location to really go well, branch out to the other 3 locations, see if they can get that to go well, and then maybe start franchising and opening other locations if it all works.
Okay.
They have grand plans for the Ground Round.
I hope so, because the only one that I can find right now is in one town in Massachusetts.
Yep, that's probably it.
There's not one in Virginia?
So they have now apparently exactly one location.
This will be
Well,
it.
they got some work. They got their work cut out for them, don't
They're
they?
going to get it started. Hopefully they'll get the ball rolling and maybe be able to expand from there. I don't know. I don't really care for much from Canada. I do like their Labatt's Blue. And back when I smoked, I loved their Players cigarettes.
Players, huh?
Players, yeah. They tasted different than American cigarettes. Better. By different, I mean better, like a lot better. And I don't know why, but I was a big, big fan of their Players cigarettes.
Well, they're so polite.
Anytime I found myself near Canada, I would pop over and grab some of each of those things and smuggle them back in my trunk. But now there is apparently a fan favorite chip there that is much beloved by Canadians, and finally, it is going to find its way to the United States. It's called Crispers.
Crispers.
Kenny, love
Okay.
Do we have anything similar to it that we know of?
Well, not really.
Pringles.
Crispers are a bit of a hybrid snack. They're not quite chips. They're not quite crackers. More like if chips and crackers had a baby, as one fan put it. They're baked instead of fried, which gives them a lighter, airier crunch that doesn't feel greasy like a typical chip. One shopper compared them to Wheat Thins, but with a lot more snap and more personality. Really, the best way to understand them is to try them for yourself, and thankfully, now you can. In Canada, Crispers are made by Christie, a brand under Mondelez International. That would be the guys who are responsible for Nabisco. For their U.S. debut, however, they're being released under another Mondelez Nabisco, and while Canada currently stocks about a dozen Crisper flavors, the U.S. starts rolling out with just ranch, dill pickle, and barbecue. All right.
That's not bad choices, though, to roll them out. If you're
Yeah.
not going to give us all 6, those are
Right.
3 pretty good ones.
I think you're making the right choice with that. Those would be the 3 that I would go with as well.
Wonder what the other 3
Other
are.
People like them. We'll find out once we make a hit out of these, maybe.
Do we not have enough of these kind of
Apparently not.
cracker chips things
No.
in our aisles?
No. Nope.
I
We
mean,
got to have more.
really?
We got to unload
Think about the number of things that are there currently that you have never tried.
most of them,
I think these are going to get lost.
probably.
I'm just saying.
But they're Canadian. They'll be very polite when they ask for directions back.
Go north.
9:48 with Dixon inviting. Dixon inviting question of the day coming up next. Turn it up. 9:54, Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks a whole heap and helping for hanging out with us this morning. We have had the time of our lives, and now we're going to hand you off to Skippy and his little buddy Jimbo. What did you do to deserve that? I have no idea, but here they come. They're coming in. Nothing we can do about it.
There isn't anything we can do about it.
It's Andrew McLean and the line, along with John Bird.
Mm-hmm.
The whole gang is back together again.
Yeah, everybody's back. Everybody's back.
Can I take the
What do you need?
the batteries out of his little
Out of the horn?
little horn here? His little
Would
speaker,
you?
his little.
Would you please?
Can I do that?
Why don't you just take the whole horn out?
Just
of
take
your-
it out of here.
Do it right now while you're on the air.
I wouldn't do that to him, as far as he knows.
Can I just real quickly, the White House right now, King Charles, the Queen, and Donald Trump. Melania Trump is just a beautiful first lady. She just represents. I mean, can you think of another first lady quite as eloquent as she is, and how she looks right now? But there's a lot of pomp and circumstance right now at the White House.
There's a lot.
There's a
lot
lot going on.
Because we got a king and queen in the house.
Would it be classless if the military band suddenly broke into anarchy in the UK?
Whoa, Steve!
Just
shame on
asking.
you.
Melania, by the way, dressed like the white spy in Spy vs. Spy
She
today.
just
Yes.
looks. I mean, she just is just such a beautiful lady.
Couldn't
she
agree more.
really is.
Jim drops us this line. So they just finished the year-long process of repaving 280 through Sylacauga. Now none of the lights function like they're supposed to.
See?
Yeah. You know, what happens is they get that treadle, they cover it up, and, you know, it doesn't work, and it's terrible. Let's see. God save the Queen, says Jay. Okay, thanks for that. I work across from that Pelham intersection and see wrecks there almost every day, says Justin. Maybe adjusting the signals would help because they are random. Charles, good morning. Steve West should put all of his Steve's turns in a book to share his wisdom with the world. Have a good day.
You'd be the one buyer.
I was going to say wisdom. That's strong, really stretching it, baby. Never watched Jimmy, never will. I'm only kidding. You know I love Steve. E says, no, Richard, that's not like you to drop untasteful jokes, especially about little people. Well, thank you for the short note, Ed. I appreciate that. I don't think it's a problem with Kimmel joking. It's just all the time with the left or him or whatever, and everything that's happened, especially the past 3 years, that's what makes it look bad, because there's a difference in joking and just all the time with something. You're all the time with something. Have you noticed that? What is it with you and all the time with something?
Yeah, Kimmel.
Mounds is my favorite too, Valerie
Oh
says
yeah,
Tracy.
Tracy and I can hang out. How about that?
There you go.
So you need to
Well,
get
as
on
you're
making
talking
that
about
ice cream.
Ice cream. Let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
What restaurant dish would you love to make at home, but you just can't figure out how to do it? Got one? Anybody? Bueller? Steve?
I'm going to go with all of them.
You can't cook.
I
cannot cook.
You cannot cook.
Man cannot cook. What about you, Valerie?
I'm
Vining?
going to say, like, Waffle House and the hash browns. Matt Coulter had put that up, too. I try to do hash browns at home, and I can never get them that nice golden
Yeah.
kind of brown. They're just white. And
It
I'm
is-
like, just let me burn these or something to get some color on them.
I
can't cook them.
I have picked up a trick or two in that trade, and it really
get 'em
is.
from you.
It's a lot of time. You got
It's-
to put a lot of time into it, a lot of
Well,
effort.
it doesn't for Waffle House. They're
Yeah.
over there, shoot, and then it's on my plate, and it's perfect.
That's what I mean. It takes multiple tries of trying different things before you finally get it to that point. I wish I could tell you exactly where I turned the corner,
Yeah.
but I did. I got it.
Maybe I need to YouTube it. I haven't tried that yet.
Billy Ray stole mine. If I could make the hot and sour soup from Mr. Wang's on Lakeshore, I might never leave my house.
There's nothing better than that.
I
huh?
could feasibly eat it every single day until I got sick of it. Another thing is pho. I love pho. There's a place near me that makes it. It's great. It's fantastic. It's so impossible. I looked up the recipe once and I was just like, oh,
Forget it?
hell no. It's got 217 ingredients in it. I'm like, I'll just go pay $5.95 for a bowl from them. Much
A lot
better.
easier.
Let's see.
Fran says the veal parmesan from Costa's Italian restaurant.
Oh, God.
Pretty good.
Loved it. Pastrami. Shrimp chimichanga at Cuco's when they were still around here.
I remember
Lane.
those. Wow.
Da Vinci's Mona Lisa Pisa, the best ever, says Benjamin.
What's on that?
I don't
Mona
know.
Lisa.
Mona Lisa pizza.
Mona
I don't know.
Lisa.
Smoked yellowfin tuna dip from Half Shell Oyster House.
Ooh.
All right. Sushi and sashimi, says Jane. That's not a bad idea. How about fried mozzarella cheese sticks with dipping sauce from the Cabana Cafe?
I forgot about Cabana Cafe. That was a fun place.
Apple fritters from the old Catfish King. I can make pizza, but I've never matched Jim Davenport's. If I can't have that, I'll settle for truffles. Thank you, Jimbo. Bright Star's Red Snapper. Fried mushrooms from Brennan's Irish Pub. Pete's Famous Hot Dog. Yeah. The whole cornmeal breaded flounder at Ocean.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
MacArthur at the Burley Earl. Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Is Burley Earl still around?
No,
Gone.
not for a long time.
Yeah.
That's it for us. We are out of here. Back tomorrow, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talking to then Dixon Divining Talk 99.5.
Bye.
Bye now.